Welcome to Carnival Hunt. Whether you're playing your first match, or just need a refresher, this guide covers the core mechanics every bunny should know. Every bunny begins each match at a random location on the first floor. Each floor consists of a center connected to two wings that share a connecting room. Your job is simple. Work together to complete objectives, climb up the carnival, and escape on the fourth floor before the monster catches you. First, we will cover some core resources. Wind-up keys are one of the most important tools available to the bunny team. They can be found by looting dead bunnies and are used to restore charge other bunnies, and activate certain objectives. After charging another bunny, you can either leave your key with them, or take it back once they've been fully wound up. If you don't have a key, another bunny can also just use theirs to restore your charge. Keys can be carried on a bunny's back or stored in their personal inventory. Any bunny can use a key, making them an important resource to share with your team. The objective gears are used to activate various objectives throughout the carnival. They spawn at random locations across each floor and can be carried to nearby mechanisms when required. A bunny can only carry one objective gear at a time. Once an objective gear has been inserted, it cannot be removed. The mechanism must then be wound up with a key before it can be used. It's worth noting that dropped objective gears create a sound cue that can alert the monster if they're nearby your location. Candy is a valuable resource that can be found by looting dead bunnies or inside locked chests. It can be spent at Jack the Merchant to restore your charge, used during the carousel minigame for a chance to earn an item, or carried with you until the end of the match. Escaping with candy provides additional rewards. Next, we'll take a look at the progression objectives. They are the primary way your team advances through the carnival. By completing them, you'll unlock routes to higher floors, and move one step closer to escaping. Each objective functions differently, but keep in mind that activating or completing objectives may reveal your location to the monster. You charge the high striker by successfully completing skill checks. A good skill check fills the meter by 25%, while a great skill check fills it by 50%. Missing or mistiming a skill check won't add any progress, and it will just consume some charge. Once it's fully charged, the zipline becomes available for one bunny to ride to the next floor. After the zipline is used, the high striker must be charged again before another bunny can ride it. The roller coaster. One bunny can charge it from the back using a key. Up to two bunnies can ride it at a time, but they must board the cart before it's fully charged. Once the charging is complete, the cart departs to the next floor. After reaching the top, it remains there briefly before returning. Then, when it returns again, it can be charged and used again. The cart can also be sent without any passengers to mislead the monster. Door panels. You must insert an objective gear into the door panel, then wind it up with a key to open the gate. After inserting it, the gear cannot be removed. The gate remains open unless the monster closes it. To note, some door panels are optional shortcuts, allowing bunnies on lower floors to catch up with their teammates on higher floors. The Ferris wheel. You first must insert an objective gear into the Ferris lever. Then, pull the lever to start it. It will continue spinning for approximately 60 seconds. You can either walk or jump onto a cart as it passes, then exit onto the next floor as it reaches the top. After the timer expires, the lever can be pulled again to start the objective. The cannon. You must first charge it from the front using a key. One bunny climbs inside, while another operates the firing seat. Launching a bunny causes them to take damage upon landing. It can also be fired without a bunny inside to mislead the monster. After each launch, it must be charged again before firing. The final objective is to open one of the two exit gates located on the fourth floor. There is one per main section. Each exit gate operates independently, allowing bunnies to work toward opening either gate or both simultaneously. Each gate is secured by two door panels. To complete a door panel, you must first insert an objective gear, then use a key to activate it. Once both door panels for an exit gate have been completed, that gate will open and allow the bunnies to escape through the doors. Next, let's talk about the endgame phase. This marks the final stage of the performance, and can begin in any of the following ways. Either 5 minutes remain on the timer, The magician completes all of their randomized tasks, or only one bunny remains alive. During this phase, the lost hat will appear somewhere on the first floor. Bunnies can locate it using a radar set to the diamond icon, which will be explained in the core items section. The first player to claim the lost hat determines its outcome. If the monster claims it first, they become empowered, allowing them to instantly kill bunnies and reveal their auras through walls. If a bunny claims it first, they can use it as an alternative escape method. Only one bunny can escape using the lost hat. Core items. As you explore the carnival, you'll find a variety of items that can help your team survive and progress through the match. The radar, for example, is one of the most important tools available to the bunnies. It can be switched between several tracking modes to locate different objectives throughout the match, including a key, objective gear, oiler, hidden chest, and imposter bunny. Ropes can be placed on wooden posts found in each center and wing on the second and third floors. Each section contains one post, though its location is randomly chosen from 3 possible spots each match. Once placed, any bunny can climb up using charge, or simply slide down from the higher floor. Lockpicks are used to unlock locked chests and can be found by looting dead bunnies. Opening a locked chest consumes the lockpick. Locked chests contain valuable supplies that can help your team throughout the match. Oilers can restore 1 lost protection gear. They can be found inside locked chests, earned through the carousel minigame, or obtained from Jack. Since every bunny begins the match with only 3 protection gears, they're one of the most valuable resources in the carnival. Jack the Merchant can be found in both wings on the first floor. You charge him with a key to access his services. Choose how you want to spend your candy. You can either use a slider to restore your charge, or insert a tool can first and spend 4, 8, 12, or 16 candy to receive one of 3 random items from the selected category. To note, once charged, Jack remains active throughout the rest of the match. Remember to spend your candy wisely, as escaping with it grants additional rewards. Next, we'll talk about your protection gears. These are your primary form of protection against the monster. Every bunny begins the match with 3. Each gear represents 1 health state, allowing you to survive multiple mistakes before being killed. Protection gears can be lost in several ways, including being thrown by the monster, being placed into a cage by the monster, falling from a great height without the panic status, being struck by another bunny that has been thrown by the monster, or failing too many skill checks against an imposter. Losing all of your protection gears leaves you vulnerable, so protecting and restoring them should always be a priority. Cages and the boxes. If the monster grabs you, they may choose to place you inside a cage or a box instead of throwing you. When placed inside of a cage, you'll need to complete skill checks to fill your escape meter and free yourself. Missing skill checks consumes more charge, so accuracy is important. Another bunny can also help rescue you by completing skill checks alongside you, allowing you to escape faster. On higher floors, the monster can place you inside of a box instead of a cage. After a short time, you'll be transported to a random cage on the first floor, where you can escape just as you would from any other cage. Unlike core items, utility items are designed to give bunnies situational advantages. Learning when and how to use them effectively is key to surviving the carnival. The mousetrap can be placed on cages. If the monster attempts a quick cage interaction, the trap stuns them and frees the carried bunny. The monster can safely remove the trap by holding the interaction button. The jingle bun can be placed onto the ground. If the monster gets too close, it makes a loud noise and briefly reveals their location to all bunnies. The smoke carrot creates a cloud of smoke that blocks vision, making escapes and repositioning easier. The trampoline can be placed at various locations, allowing bunnies to jump over ledges or reach higher areas. The unicycle is a one-time use mobility item that lets bunnies quickly travel across the carnival. Marbles can be placed on the ground to attempt to stun the monster. The monster can avoid the stun by completing a skill check. A firework can be used to stun the monster, or quietly eliminate imposters. The shock box restores a portion of your charge and grants the energized status. The cuddle bun reduces your madness and grants the calmness status. In addition to utility items, you'll also find a variety of crafting resources while exploring the carnival. These resources vary in rarity and are kept after each match, allowing you to craft gears, recipes, and even cosmetics. Ticket men are stationary hazards that spawn at randomized locations throughout the carnival. They remain inactive until charged by the monster. Once active, a ticket man is surrounded by a red detection radius. Entering said radius without a smoke carrot or the calmness status will cause the ticket man to scream, increase your madness, and temporarily reveal your location to the monster. Madness and status effects. Several items and mechanics you've seen so far mention madness, as well as various status effects. Before moving on, let's take a closer look at how these mechanics work and how they affect your survival. Madness is a mechanic that builds over the course of the match through certain interactions, such as triggering active ticket men or spending too much time near the monster. As your madness increases, you'll begin experiencing negative effects that make surviving the carnival a tad more difficult. Panic is triggered after losing a protection gear. While active, you are immune to most forms of damage, and if grabbed by the monster, you will receive a skill check that can free you and briefly stun them. The calmness effect prevents active ticket men from detecting you while walking through their detection area. Running or entering their direct line of sight will still trigger them. The energized effect restores a portion of your charge and temporarily prevents charge from being consumed by actions such as carrying items or climbing ropes. Not every dead bunny can be trusted. Monsters can create imposter bunnies that appear identical to real ones. Attempting to loot or interact with an imposter will trigger a series of skill checks. Failing too many of these skill checks will cost you 1 protection gear. Stay alert when approaching dead bunnies, and remember that fireworks can quietly eliminate these. There are some stealth tactics you can use in the game. Playing dead disguises you as a dead bunny. While disguised, you can still communicate with teammates and ping the monster. There are various bunny piles generated each match. They provide a place for bunnies to hide from the monster. The monster can search bunny piles to force hidden bunnies out, so don't assume they're completely safe. Outside of matches, you can customize your bunny using the gear system. As you progress, you'll unlock recipes, craft new gears, and discover additional character cosmetics. Don't confuse the gear system with your protection gears. Instead, think of it as a way to customize your bunny to better suit your preferred playstyle. There are 3 types of gears: modifier gears, which modify existing gameplay mechanics, such as reducing charge consumption or ability effects. Passive gears provide passive bonuses that are always active throughout a match. Ability gears grant active abilities that can help you survive or escape dangerous situations. For a complete breakdown of every gear and its effects, you can refer to the Gear Guide. A Carnival Hunt is a team-based game. Good communication can make the difference between escaping and being killed. You can communicate with your teammates using proximity voice chat, text chat, pings, and the communication wheel. Keep in mind that the monster can hear everything in-game, so be careful what you say or do when they're close. Useful information to share includes the monster's location, objective progress, cages or teammates that need assistance, keys, resources or other important items, as well as dangerous areas and active imposters. That covers the basics of playing Bunny in Carnival Hunt. Work together, manage your charge, use your items wisely, and be mindful of the noise you make. Don't blindly trust every dead bunny, keep an eye on your madness, and be prepared for the endgame phase. The carnival is dangerous, but with teamwork, smart decisions, and a little luck, you might just make it out alive.